Alright, so here it is. Bladder. It's SDS. See up here, you can see Hydrostorm. You've got a strong carry handle loop, stitched in nice and tight. It said US here. You can kind of see it faded a little bit from use, and it wasn't on too dark from the start. Now, one of the only things I found a little bit disappointing is that this carrier does not have MOLLE attachments on the back. On the back of your vest, you have to use backpack straps, but it still works perfectly. The carry handle here, stitched nicely, very durable. I've been dragged with this loop and this loop attached to my vest, and it was able to pull me back. Didn't hear any ripping, don't see any signs of wear and tear. Now this just came from being bent up a little bit. It's more or less a foam type deal on the inside, so it causes creases easily. It's not too big of a deal. I run my tube through the left hand side of my vest. So after your bladder goes in, you run it through the arm, and I put through one of these little D-rings, and it comes out the front of my vest. The bite valve, on or off, right for off, left for on, to allow you to drink. You just bite it and you'll be able to get water out, as you can see there. Down here, you have 3 rows of MOLLE attachment. 3 rows down, 5 loops across. Right here, I have a MOLLE to Alice Alice to MOLLE adapter, and this one I just clipped on here. These are both Alice triple M4 M16 mag pouches. I use this one for some of my extra gear, a couple of speed loaders, pen, sometimes any extra defog, anything like that. This right one, my right, I keep 2,000 BBs in there because the ribbons were cut when I bought this used. I still have this extra strip up here where I usually put my extra goggle lens bag. Flip this over. See over here the tag. MOLLE 2 hydration system, specialty defense systems, and their phone number. Now to insert your bladder, you have to unscrew this. Now I have some water in there right now, so let me try to do this. This cap has to come off before you can take the bladder out. See, you can see there's water in there. This holds 3 liters. There's plenty of water in there for pretty much anything you may need to be doing. Let me try to get this out without spilling water everywhere. To remove, you just lift up the flap in the back after you've unscrewed your cap and taken off the lid. Stand your pack up. Open this flap, bend it forward, and reach inside. What you're going to do is grab it, and it should pull out fairly easily. And I still do have some water in here. You can see. Now this is Foliage Green, 100 ounces, 3 liters. You see at the top, 100 ounces. Try to lay this down. Alright, got it. So you can see right down here, it's this thick plastic right down here where you can remove this tube when you need to clean it. The whole tube comes off. This thick plastic mount down here. And it's just a bag. I mean, yeah, it's decently thick, but not too much to get in your way, all too much. Decently thick gray ring right here. Nicely locks on tight. Once it's on, it's not going anywhere. Let me put it on right now. I didn't put the loop through, but just for the video. It's all nice and tight. See? tilt it. Nothing dripped. Now, you can see on the inside this black foam. It does keep it decently cold when you need to. That's the front hole. Side there. You can see it gets decently thin when it's empty, or when the bladder's empty at least. Also, I forgot to mention, if you need to ditch this, the backpack straps quickly. You need to get this off quickly. You don't have time to unloop it through your vest like I have a OTV. It takes a little bit of time. You have these really thick, durable plastic connector right here. You can see there's lots of stitching. It's in tight. But when you need to, just press, and you can always ditch it when you need to. Which is a really nice feature, and it clicks in nicely. So you know it's in tight. And you can adjust it as you need to with these lashing straps, which you roll up and then you tape afterwards. Just you roll up the extra and tape it up at the end here. Another thing, two things that you're going to want to get. Now you can get the Camelbak ones, or I just went to Walmart. These were $6.88 for 20 tablets to clean it. I've used this a few times and I've cleaned it and everything without these, and you still get a little bit of the factory taste, which is nasty. So using these really does help. Outdoor products, hydration tablets, or Camelbak. Another very good thing to get for any hydration bladder, whether it's Condor, SDS, whatever. I also got from Walmart. I think this was $8 or something like that. 3-piece set to clean it. You have a hose brush, a bladder dryer, and a bladder brush. Make sure that you get all that nasty stuff out when you need to. And it shows how everything works, a little picture and everything. Which I'll review these, there'll be a little link for that. But those are a couple things that will really help. Just make sure you empty your bladder when you're done using it. And, you know, this is one of the most important pieces of gear that you can have. Whether it's a tactical situation or sports or anything, water is always very important. And I usually run a quart or two of water canteens along with this. So extra water is always good. Even if you don't need it, it's better to have more than not enough. Links will be in the description.